Thursday last week, the fateful intervention of the Ark. There's plenty of Richmond supporters who aren't over that on the 40 Wings temper texts. I'm not sure the club itself is.
Club itself definitely isn't. And what you're hearing from the AFL is they can't believe the carry-on from the Richmond Football Club over this, and in particular, Damien Hardwick as well. And I think you've got to be a little bit careful. In fact, it's gone past being a little bit careful. The complaints that have come from Richmond over a long period of time is now getting to the point where you are just a flat-out whinger. So if you look at some of the things that they've complained about Sydney's defensive tactics in a 2020 game, and then Damien Hardwick since came out and said he had a shocker on his behalf and wanted to apologise to John Longmire, which he did. Complained about dew on the ground, of all things, and being too much dew on the ground. Complained about Marvel Stadium, hate going there. Abused a VFL player this year, admitted to overstepping the mark. Complained about the close contact rule regarding Sydney Stack when we were in the height of the pandemic. Complained about the late umpiring call in the round 11 game against Sydney this year. And have complained for a week about a goal review, which was the wrong process, right? We all get that, but it was probably the right call. Like if you look at it, probably he missed the goal, and then Tom Lynch's reaction was reflective of that. So perhaps this is why Brendan Gale isn't the automatic replacement for Gillon McLachlan as CEO, because he hasn't been able to control Damien Hardwick and that issue. Perhaps the AFL are going, well, this guy's done everything. He's perfect to take over from Gill. Why isn't he just the automatic CEO of the AFL? Well, perhaps the AFL are going, well, he hasn't been able to control Damien Hardwick and his constant whinging and constant complaining and petulance, really. This is to the point of petulance. So not a great probably reflection on Damien and the CEO, Brendan Gale. When you look at, one other tactic could have won them the game. Just put someone on Lachie Neale. Just give him some respect. Just one of the 5 defenders in the goal square. Just spoil the ball over the line. Don't concede 16 goals in a final. So I think there's other areas that they should be focusing their attention on, not a goal review. It didn't cost them the game.
When there is such a departure from accepted process, though, Kane, wouldn't you want to know why? Wouldn't you? That would burn, because I thought Simon Goodwin just provided the greatest clarity when he said he just couldn't quite understand how it had landed the way that it did, given how the system, how it had been explained and how it had operated, and a rival coach with no dog in the fight is sitting there perplexed.
We're perplexed by it, but if you're looking at what cost you the game, and I think you're now publicly it's become a big story, and the AFL are clearly a bit bemused as to why the carry-on has gone on for so long. I would be focusing... Yeah, of course you're aggrieved. He spoke about that at length after the game in his post-match media conference, and that was the platform for him to do that. He did that. You get the footy manager to get a clarification email from the AFL on Monday, but to still be wanting a detailed explanation a week on when there's so many other areas in that game that cost them, and perhaps Tom Lynch didn't actually kick the goal... I don't know. It comes across petulant, and when you put in all the other areas that they've complained about and very trivial things in the past, it's a build-up of events over time now that I don't think it's a great reflection of the footy club.